This is why I like to read filings. It's not about so much as what's changing as more about the information and education you get from reading the filings alone. Like in this one, for example, this is a self-regulatory organization, the New York Stock Exchange LLC, order approving a proposed rule change to amend the NYSE Rule 7.35B relating to the closing auction and make certain conforming and non-substantive changes to the rules. Specifically Rules 7.31, 7.35, 7.35B, and Rule 104. Anyways, so reading through this, you get a description of the proposals. They clearly lay out what they're doing, and they're saying that they're adding a price parameter within which designated market makers must select a closing auction price when facilitation the closing auctions in their assigned securities. As described below, the closing auction price determined by the DMM must be at a price that is at or between the last published imbalanced reference price and the last published continuous book clearing price. Now, again, a lot of this sounds like another language to a lot of you, but they describe a lot of what this stuff is inside these documents via supernotes and other things. Now, the reason why this is beneficial is because you may not understand some of this stuff in here. However, just make note of what you don't understand and keep track of what you do, and you will pick up knowledge, because right here you're getting the entire overview of the current NYSE closing auction process, which I guarantee you 98% of people probably don't know. But would it be useful to know? Absolutely. Now, DMMs have the responsibility to facilitate the close of trading for each of the securities in which the DMM is registered, which may include supplying liquidity as needed. NYSE Rule 104A3 further provides that DMMs and DMM unit algorithms will have access to aggregate order information in order to comply with their requirement to facilitate the close of trading for each of the securities in which the DMM is registered. Accordingly, aggregate order information, all about orders eligible to participate in the closing auction, including the full quantity of reserve orders and market on close and limit on close order quantities, is available to DMMs at each price point. This information is available at the point of sale to DMMs and is also made available to DMM unit algorithms in connection with the electronic message sent to a DMM unit algorithm to close an assigned security electronically, which is sent shortly after end of core trading hours. So again, you do learn some things by reading this stuff. They explain what rules are, what they do, what they're intended to do, and then they explain how they're going to be changing it. Right here it says the beginning 10 minutes before the scheduled end of core trading hours, so around about 2:50 p.m. Central Time or 3:50 p.m. Eastern Time, beginning 10 minutes before the scheduled end of core trading hours, the exchange begins disseminating through its proprietary data feed closing auction imbalance info that is calculated based on the interest eligible to participate in the closing auction. So that's probably why you see a lot of janky price action going on at the end of the day. So just want to point that out. You know, this stuff, while it is a lot of words that you may not be familiar with, over time you will pick them up because they may not define what a, let's see here, what a, where did that order go? The reserve order, they do define that, or market on close or limit order. They may not define those specifically here. However, they will define them in other filings. Like this one here picks out reserve orders, and you get to learn what that is, which are, including the non-displayed reserve interest of such orders, they are eligible to participate in the closing auction. Describing the allocation ranking of at-priced orders, ranked priority 3, non-displayed orders, which refers to the reserve interest of reserve orders. So anyways, it's good to read this stuff. Have a good one.